Oh, no, they took away my sword. Oh, man. I was going to say, I might eject you from the ship if you keep talking like that.
I got a crown. Prime game.
Calvin, why did you take away my sword? Okay, I'm gonna have a chat with that asshole.
He's doing a Joker sometimes, Linzel.
Oh yeah, Joker for Palutena's bad matchups. Yeah, yep. I get it.
Totally. And me swordsman.
I think these guys played earlier, and from what chat said, Linzel got destroyed. So I don't know if that's true. Wait, no, I saw that set. Never mind. Yeah, it was closer than that. One of the things that we saw a lot though was Squirtle is just like XIFL's best by a long shot. Like by a considerable margin.
It's funny. I was talking to our mutual friend Remzi today about Pokemon Trainer, and I feel like, here's the thing with PT. Everyone kind of complains about a different Pokemon that PT has, right? With, you know, different ratios, of course. Like, I think the most commonly complained about one was Charizard, and then Squirtle, and then Ivysaur. You know, it kind of goes in that order. But the thing about it that is so frustrating is I feel like, oh, jeez, okay. Yep, you gotta switch off the Squirtle. Gotta switch off the Squirtle for sure. You're almost dead. The thing about PT and Ultimate is I feel like the characters are all, every character has something that's good about them. You know what I mean? Like, even Little Mag, or like even the worst low tier you can think of has some redeeming qualities to them. So every character is so well balanced that there's something to go. I've never seen a character not get complained about in Ultimate. PT has 3 characters, so there's always something to complain about with PT. Like, you can hate Squirtle, Charizard, and Ivysaur. You can hate 3. It's 3 really, really strong characters. So there's a lot to hate there and a lot to get frustrated about, especially with the way they're built. Like, to me, it's Squirtle, dude. Like, he's chic without any of the weaknesses.
Yeah, they're all built to do like one thing in particular, so it's very easy to complain about them because they're also like min-maxed. You know, like Charizard is very clearly, he's a 143, but Charizard is very clearly like tough neutral, but you get kills. Squirtle is very clearly like early 60, 70, and then struggle. It's like they're so clear in what they're trying to do that it's so easy to just take a piece of that, and it's very frustrating.
Yeah, and it's just like the typical, like, Squirtle's like, for me it's Squirtle, like, that's the one I like to complain about. I get Charizard, he's a heavy, like, it is what it is. But Squirtle, it's like, you get to do all this stuff, and then you just switch to a midweight, you know what I mean? Like, you don't have that, it's not like Sheik, where it's like, alright, you feed me 150%, you're at 40, and now it's an even game. Like, it doesn't really work that way with Squirtle, because suddenly you're Ivysaur, like, it just doesn't, to me, like, that just doesn't compute. I'm like, that just does not work. So, yeah, man. PT, quite the character still, in my opinion. Jablock, yep, and he has that as well. Yep.
Gotta tech that.
It's tough to tech though. Like sometimes you think you're not gonna hit the ground or whatever, or just mistime it or anything. So I definitely get it. LynZle dropping the stock there. See, and now you get to stay a Squirtle, and there's really no. He can get forward smash or something, but switch to Ivysaur.
Oh, barely. Squirtle? I think he's fine for a little bit more. Maybe get like up to 60. God, the Squirtle is so annoying. You can see him. He's just like. It's not that he's, like, stringing things together. He's just waiting for LynZle to act, and then he's stuffing it. There's so much air-to-air that he's doing. Just the Squirtle is so fast. You can see XIFL using that Squirtle to great effect, using the switch to block the up air. And right now, XIFL slightly ahead. If he can just hold on to this stock, he'll be huge ahead. Big Flare Blitz, and that's how they closed out the set earlier against LynZle, just using the Flare Blitz in the air. XIFL throwing it out there, has all of his chips, just goes all in there, and when you're that far ahead, you could just go for something like that. Why not?
I mean, coupled with the the 2 other characters too, and having that X Factor Charizard, I mean, this character is just, it's insane to fight. It's a lot to keep track of. So nice job by XIFL there, closing that one out, using that stock lead like you said, Coney. You earn that stock lead, and then you can use it how you want. Are you gonna play extra, laid back and easy and force them to come to you, or are you gonna kind of ball out when the opportunity is presented to you? XIFL obviously taking the second approach there, so cool. Yeah, he Flare Blitz. Yeah, a lot of Flare Blitzes. What's going on, chat? Yeah, apparently that's what chat was saying a lot, is that he hit Leo with a Flare Blitz like that as well. I saw that with the last that they were playing too.
Yeah, I feel like Flare Blitz is such a frustrating thing to deal with online too, because it's just it's something that you shouldn't get hit by, you should react to, but it just becomes so much more difficult, particularly when you're trying to press your advantage if you're trying to come back. Like if the other guy's at 120, 130, like we saw Charizard was there, you want to do as much as you can to optimize when you're in a good spot. but just one mistake can just lead to disaster like we saw there.
Here we go. Linzel taking the far away approach here against Squirtle. It's good. You really got to respect Squirtle because either he's going to land an aerial and it'll string into something nice, and his grab, like, God forbid you get grabbed by this character because you're just going to eat so much damage, man.
Yeah, it's tough.
As well.
Yeah, he has so many things to lead into stuff, and it's do you want to jump in front of him because then he's going to land that down air and then that's going to string, or do you just hold shield because then he's going to... There's a lot of sort of minute decision making that happens at the sort of nanosecond level against Squirtle, and it seems like XIFL has come up big here. He might need to think about switching. Yeah, I was going to say he needs to go Ivysaur here. Arsene is out, going to get a lot of free damage. I like the boldness, though. You see XIFL not cowering away when it comes to that Arsene fight. What?
What?
That was totally vertical through the stage. I didn't think it could go at that angle. That was totally right above him.
I'm about to catch the replay on Twitch right now. Hold on. I'm watching it. Oh, my goodness, dude. Watching it the second time, that was ridiculous.
Ugh.
XIFL, man. That was crazy.
Yuck.
Yup.
The Ivysaur has some early combos of his own. 75. Yeah, I feel like Linzel's rocked a little bit by that. Maybe a little dazed because he just took 76% from Ivysaur basically for free. Eventually, gonna land that Arsene dash attack. Linzel might need to use the sword fighter or something. I don't know because the Joker seems to be getting rocked at least thus far.
Yeah, it's similar to what you said before. Like, playing top tiers, they're top tier for a reason. Really, really strong characters, but everyone, you kind of know the matchup. You got to know what you're doing to get this far. You know, especially XIFL, who's not dropped a set yet today.
Oh my God, I love that mix.
Amazing.
Yeah, I love that coverage. You go low, and then you use the up B just to catch the other part. It's just so... You have everything covered there. Oh, no!
That's so sad. I feel kind of bad. That's the only time I feel bad for Squirtle in this game. It's like, all right, he's so vulnerable, you know? It's
Not
sad.
when you're fighting against him, though. It feels so good. When you land that, oh my God, it's ecstasy.
It is, yeah, it's true. It's such a hard read. And, dude, he gets stuck on the ground for so long. I don't know exactly how long he's immobilized for, but it is a long, long time.
Wow.
And it all got started off of that footstool, basically. You know what I mean? That was the beginning of that, not turning everything around. That was nuts.
And we talked about XIFL really buying leads for himself, having the chips up. He doesn't really have that anymore. So if he wants to go for a Flare Blitz at late percents in this game, it's going to come at a pretty significant risk depending on how these percents shake up, because right now he's trailing by quite a bit. Oh, that sucks.
He just stood there and looked at it.
Yeah, that wasn't even pancaking. He didn't flinch at all. There was a sharp dagger right above his huge eyeballs. That could have punctured him.
He does have some big eyeballs. I never really thought about that. Now I
Yeah, that's so scary.
Uh-oh. That's the second time I think that LynZle has dropped the conversion. I'm telling you, man, the window is pretty tight on that one. So, oh, he reset him into Bullet Seed?
Oh my God.
Oh no!
Oh, I've never seen anything like that. Did he really win off that? Off the Bullet Seed convert? He might have. There's the Arsene forward air. We're gonna go to ledge. Nothing crazy. I don't think we're gonna see a Flare Blitz here. I think he's gonna play this one slow. Oh God.
No.
Oh God. Oh God. Let me through. Let me through.
Big fella coming through. Back air. Back air. Oh, never.
Arsene is gone.
They're surviving right now. This is I can't believe either. Back throw? Nope. Charizard? No Arsene.
So
this game's gonna end without Arsene for sure. Back air? Oh,
barely surviving. You see XIFL trying so hard. There it is, getting chopped, dissected right up the gut with that dagger there coming upward with that back air. Well done by LynZle, covering the ledge. There are only so many times you could cheat death. It felt like XIFL was constantly trying to find his way out of the corner, and eventually LynZle does catch him. Arsene or not, doesn't matter at that percent.
When Squirtle just stared at the dagger right in his face, that was, I still can't believe it. I don't know if that was like on purpose, like he knew it wasn't gonna hit him, or if he just thought, it might be one of those cases where you thought you got hit by something and didn't touch a button or didn't do anything, but I don't know, that was great. A lot of crazy stuff there, man. I love that reset into Bullet Seed too. That was nuts.
That was really nonsense.
Good. Yeah.
That was the moment where I was like, okay, well, like nothing's gonna happen here. You know, it's probably just gonna be, it's gonna be LynZle slowly taking this one out over time. And then just that happened out of nowhere, and it plants these seeds of doubt. It's like, wait, what? He could do that, but it doesn't matter because he's going to end up losing anyway to that back air. And now XIFL does have the advantage of a counter pick. LynZle has a bunch of characters depending on what stage he goes to, but I wonder if he's just going to rock with Joker all the way through. I have a feeling that something like the Me Sword Fighter probably wouldn't work as well on XIFL.
Yeah, I feel like I was gonna say I think you let the Joker rock. I think that was the best I've seen it look today. Honestly, like overall, even in the games he was winning earlier, I think. Or no, that was the first time he played him. So yeah, I think that's the best we've seen him so far from our sets that we've been casting today. So I want to see him keep it going, but I think XIFL too, like you said, Coney, pulled out a lot of tricks there and still wasn't able to close out that set, even though it came down to the last hit. Like remember the Vine Whip at the ledge too? That was that same game. Just a lot of crazy stuff. XIFL, just a nutty player, knowing his character exceptionally well, and there's 3 of them. So this bag of tricks seems to be endless, or at least threefold. So here we go, man. Game 3 starting up 1-1. LynZle versus XIFL. The stage is going to be Kalos. Yeah,
and considering we have seen really just Town and City so far, I'm pretty sure the first 2 games were there. This is going to be quite a change of pace. Kalos maybe a little bit slower, a little bit bigger. You can see XIFL taking his time more with the Squirtle, not trying to rush in. LynZle trying to put up a big front, put out some aerials that XIFL will jump into. Now Arsene is here, but XIFL, again, not one to shy away, just running headlong into it as Ivysaur.
Tetrakarn from the ledge. There's a lot of aggression, like you said, Coney, coming out from XIFL. So the Tetrakarn, that's one thing. Like, usually you don't like to approach Joker when he has Arsene. It's just the risk reward typically isn't there. But if you're getting away with it, they can also throw a Tetrakarn, which you have to respect because it just does so much damage and knockback. So it's just a great design for Joker for sure. You just got to be very careful around it. So, okay. That's it. Yep. Okay.
All right. Extremely disruptive flamethrower there. Kind of burned out the grapple hook, I guess. That's something that shouldn't really kill, but it does, because maybe he's hitting the button a little bit too early. He didn't jump, right? Okay, there we go. Yeah. Phew! That was close.
I love the idea, though, keeping up with the neutral being Squirtle. Like we said, XIFL not afraid to, always put on the pressure here. Always putting it, whether it's like, okay, yeah, there he goes. I wasn't sure if that was really, that was on the line for sure. I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
I didn't know if that was going to KO or not. So good job there. LynZle taking down the stock. There you go again. Tetrakarn catching the aggression of XIFL. That's going to be a go-to move here. You got to get that punish there. That's a huge one because you can get a couple pummels in, which is damage, and they also take time to eat up the Arsene meter. So that grab really needed to happen there. And Squirtle, like, who knows what type of follow-ups he could have gotten there. XIFL obviously knows his offense really well.
Yeah, LynZle continually is using that Tetrakarn off the ledge, just using the jump immediately and then popping the counter. Feels like XIFL isn't quite ready for it, but he was ready for that recovery, dragging him down with the neutral air. LynZle getting stuffed on his recovery. And Joker, despite his recovery not being the best in the game, is not a character that's particularly easy to edgeguard in a lot of scenarios, but it feels like XIFL, even if he's not getting the KO like he did just there, he's getting a lot in terms of percent and just racking up more and more damage. Let's see if he has anything here for Squirtle. Yeah, see, like that down air. Even though you're not knocking him back off, it's still just free damage.
Yeah, you can cut off Joker. Like, once he reaches a certain point where he needs to go to the ledge, when he doesn't have Arsene, you can kind of cut off that tether recovery. It's like Zero Suit or the Belmonts or anything. Like, you just need to trace the line that he's going to make back to the stage and throw out a lingering hitbox. You can obviously delay and mix it up, and that's what you're going to have to do with Joker. He doesn't have a jump, so I think he's going to have to switch here. And he still can't make it. Yeah, I think he needed to switch in Flare Blitz, but I think that would have been Tetrakarned anyway, so I think XIFL, I don't know if he didn't know he lost his jump or whatever, but either way, that stock's going to drop. Big situation here, Coney. Last stock, game 3.
Yeah, Arsene's gone too. Yeah, and he's not going to run up and counter here. There's too much on the line. There's the Vine Whip. XIFL has to be careful, tries to get the drag down neutral air. I'm scared for XIFL. I mean, he obviously has total control of his character, but I don't want him to go a little bit too crazy and then fall off stage. And then, I think Kalos has a pretty high floor, honestly. Not quite as deep as some other stages. We see the neutral air. He's off stage. Arsene is here, but there's no punish.
Oh, that's a lot of pressure here. And there's a Tetrakarn, too. You can see he's going to it a lot. Not going to get punished for that one, though. Here we go. Huge situation. That was a couple dropped opportunities there, Coney. XIFL might really be kicking himself after this one if he can't. Up air. Yeah, okay, there you go. Plenty of time. Too many Tetrakarns, man. And even then, like, the risk reward wasn't that amazing for that Tetrakarn, to be honest with you. Because even if he hits that, obviously he can get back to center stage, but Arsene's almost gone. and he threw away the game. Like if you hit it, the payoff is pretty decent, but you lose the game if you miss it. So I do not like that Tetra card. A lot of other ones worked out, but he had shown it earlier in that same situation with that same stock. So I think, XIFL was just ready for it. It didn't work the first time either, so we're like to mix it up a little bit there. But
you can't keep playing the same card. That was sort of the issue there, playing the card over and over, and eventually XIFL just sort of got wise to it. And it's funny because I got the same vibes that I did in that one game where XIFL was trying to make it back to the stage over and over. I think it was game 2. And XIFL was struggling to find his way back, just trying to get through the platforms, fight his way through. And it felt like Linzel was in the same situation where it felt like Linzel was trying to struggle to find his way back to the center. He just needed to get his feet on the ground, but he just used the counter a little bit too much, and that's what you saw there. Linzel might need to work on his evasion a little bit more, try to figure out how he's going to get down in those sort of scenarios, because that's just, he got sort of wiped there. And XIFL now 1 game away from closing this one out, becoming the first seed for the next step of the Smash World Tour event. We'll see what the stage is here for game 4. Small battlefield again.
Yeah, it's from winner side too, so very impressive. Not easy to make your way through any of these brackets of Smash World Tour. Looking for the immediate side B to start it off. I mean, we've seen big punishes on that move already from LynZle, but again, XIFL just not afraid at all. It's kind of saying their names back so many times. LynZle, XIFL, you know what I mean? I don't know,
tough.
man. Yeah.
I'm feeling the same way. Yep.
I feel like I'm gonna mix it up. I'll say like I don't know. Either way.
Linzel, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Pressure at the ledge here, though. Able to spot dodge that grab. Would have been big damage, too. Ivysaur out now, though.
You can see both these guys trying to land their hits. Ivysaur, I gotta be honest, like, even though I think Squirtle has done the most for XIFL, obviously, I think the Ivysaur... What? Okay, I don't know about that. Weird bullet seed. He's got to switch to Charizard. He'll be okay. I feel like Ivysaur has had the most moments of just total blow-ups. There's that Tetra card again. Yeah, I mean, we keep talking about it. Maybe a little bit too on the nose there. Yeah, he's got to get off Squirtle. Like, off stage against that. He's got to do a quick switch there.
Yeah, he was mixing up his recovery. He went to Squirtle to mix up and avoid the Tetra card off stage, which we actually really haven't seen LynZle do yet. Yeah, that was unfortunate.
Unforced error there, yeah.
Yeah, unforced error, yup. Jab, nope, okay, nice tech in. So now that's going to be data for later, because in that last situation, XIFL was able to get the jab lock. Okay, maybe it's not. He's just going to go for it again. You got to watch that tech in. He's done it twice in a row, so. And to me, LynZle's one of those, like, I'm going to keep doing it until it doesn't work type of players. I do the same thing. Like, prove to me that you can beat the strategy. Oh, what if that killed?
Yeah, I was going to say, he almost got pushed all the way off dangerously clean. Yeah,
win box.
No question that LynZle is a player that will continually do something until it doesn't work. And the idea there is, like, yeah, you can punish him, but then he can always maybe go back to it. And big counter there, just throwing that back. He goes a little too low, but he's still able to make it back. 165, staying alive forever. And with that rage, XIFL has to be really concerned, especially with that residual damage ticking away. Arsene is gone, so he can breathe a little bit easier. Back throw should do it.
Really huge side B to close out that stock. A lot of jokers throw that out right at the end. Just try to connect it and get the dot, the damage over time kind of ticking on you. Sorry, I don't know if you guys play MMOs or whatever, but yeah, get the damage over time ticking away. Or it's also in, I guess it's in a lot of games, but you know what I'm saying. It's in Smash now, so there you go. It's been in Smash actually. The flower item. There's a dot.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. And like there's also like that poison, like the mushroom thing. I think that just puts a flower on you. Yeah. 84% here on XIFL. Trying to fight his way back. Squirtle should be the one to do it. You can just find these grabs. Retreats under the platform there to avoid the guns. Now about the same. Yeah. I mean, like, usually XIFL is the one trying to stuff LynZle as he's jumping, trying to beat him air to air, but it's so risky now that he's at a deficit because, oh god, look at all this damage already. Tacking on to 131, 133 at the end. Charizard, big flare blitz off stage just to keep LynZle in check.
That and it ate up the Arsene. Oh, that should have been back throw. You didn't get it though. Again, I feel like there's just been a few miscues. I think might be a little bit of grand final jitters going on, Coney. I feel like there's been
I think he did a double roll. He might have buffered the second roll by accident. Like he wanted to go roll through grab, and I think he did 2 rolls in a row. Probably just a buffering issue, but still so unfortunate.
Oh, that spacing was great. He had it, man. I'm telling you, just not pulling the trigger at the wrong time.
Yeah.
Okay.
See the neutral layer there. He needs to find this KO.
Gun has been working really well from the ledge. Good job with that charged Ivysaur forward smash. There's no answer to that. You cannot beat it. There's not a simple anything from the ledge. No, I'm just kidding. Actually, he just didn't take the right way. It feels that way sometimes though with that forward smash.
It does. Yeah.
PT players definitely have like the timing down. Like if you're doing that forward smash, they're feeling really confident on the timing of what you're doing off the ledge. So.
And see Squirtle is out. This is the best spot for him. You just get some aerial. There we go. One aerial into another.
Couple F tilts here though.
Not okay.
Really he's gonna have to switch here because Arsene's coming out. Yep. Get the grab throw. Get a follow up and then switch. Oh, maybe not. Oh, this is brave. I like it. Oh, I would have loved that. Getting that perfect down tilt up B. Oh, I was gonna say he's had a couple of those up Bs, vine whips off the ledge where they just barely don't kill. But in this case, obviously able to take it home. XIFL is going to be taking home the crown today. Main bracket champion. Very well played. Didn't drop a set all day. Linzel, though, looking clean on the Joker. Came more and more to life as the bracket went on. So love to see that stuff. And honestly, I did really like the Mii Swordsman, all jokes aside. I thought that was a fun little pocket character that we got to see and actually made a big difference throughout the bracket. And then the Palu as well. Triple threat right there for both of those players. You know, the PT, obviously 3 characters. And then Palu, Joker, and Mii Swordsman. Which one? One of those doesn't belong. I don't know. I'm not going to say which one, but...
Well, I think every player has one. Every player has one of those characters that's just an absolute goofball and is there just to piss people off. And I'm glad we got to see it in tournament. Why not? XIFL was ready, though, and just the abrupt nature of the end of that XIFL landing that Vine Whip and just clearing him from the board. No red spark, no zoom in, nothing like that. Just the game is over just like that. Well done by XIFL. He's going to be our first seed coming out of the East Asia South Online Qualifier.